It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Condors. Speedy running back. He had a great week last week. Well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Condors and the Jets under the lights on Thursday.
Point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A little juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, and he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 20 carries, 95 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you look at this defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. This ball caught by McIntosh. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was saying about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback up there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they bring their punter out there now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A beautiful fake. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. A run straight ahead with H.M. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run. H.M. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Pierre Strong with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Condors go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll look to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second and 5. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll give it to Strong. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On first down, right back to Strong. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Strong one more time. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, a run was strong. And they'll get this down to the 10. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first and 10, it's Algier. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Algier with another carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This ball caught by McIntosh. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 14 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Jets 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Condors.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Waddle, the motion man right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to get. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Check, smash, reload.
They'll run for it with Algier. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with Algier. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Algier going straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd down and 1. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Algier gets the toss right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at your earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. That's 3rd down.
Momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups,
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
That's caught.
Charles, he's still a young single caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And certainly different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
He can't get him down. And now spinning away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's pulled in by Wilson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 72 yards. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Back to throw. And this caught left side by the tight end Parham. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. And for the right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Open man is wide complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
This ball caught by McIntosh.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll drop to throw.
He finds Wilson.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 10-year vet knocks it to the goalpost. And the Jets are going to win the football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game,